Happy Earth Day! I'm here to show you how to make some fun crafts at home with stuff you already have that you can repurpose. Let's get started. Out of these Huggy boxes that I have here, I'm going to show you how to convert them to turn them into your shoe organizer box. Let's get started. You're going to start off by cutting all the edges off your box. So as you can see here, I've cut the ends of the boxes and I stacked them on top of each other. This is what they're going to look like. But to make it nice, wrap it with some wrapping paper, and I got some nice gold and silver wrapping paper to wrap our boxes. So let's get started. So I've wrapped the box in the wrapping paper and I'm just going to cut that. I'm actually not going to add wrapping paper to the bottom of the box, as you can see here, because that's going to be against the wall. So I'm just wrapping around and the sides of the box. So now the bottom's all taped and we're just going to put the box side up, and then we're just going to cut a little slit on the corner so that way it folds in very naturally. You're just going to tape the sides in on all sides of the box. So our next project is going to be making magazine holders, or just holding books or papers instead of buying a magazine rack holder. So I have here two different size boxes and I already cut off the top. I'll trim these nicely. And then I'm also just going to wrap the same wrapping paper I used for the shoe organizer around them. So show you what it looks like. So for this part, I also cut the corners, so when you fold them in, it folds in pretty neatly. So I'm just going to fold all the corners in, and then we'll start just taping the sides of the wrapping paper into the box. Pretty simple. So this is what my first box looks like. It just looks like a gift. The top is open. On the inside, there's more overlapping of wrap paper, which is totally fine because usually when you put stuff in, it covers some of it up, but you can still see some of the sides. So here's my little box and my larger box, and I'm just going to put it right in front of the larger box, and then I'm going to stack it up with some paper. So here I have some paper, some construction paper. In my smaller box I just have like a magazine, a couple books. I even put my iPad in there as well for storage. Another way to recycle is to use an egg carton. This one's a plastic egg carton. And you can put in your ribbons that you have that are left over. Usually you get them as gifts. See, these are mine here. So usually you have like leftover ribbon, like I have leftover ribbon here from Easter and from other holidays, and you just put them in there instead of throwing them away, and you can repurpose them for other things. So that's an easy way to repurpose your egg carton. We're going to take these glass jars that I recycled when I had salsa in them. Some of them still have labels on them. And an easy way to remove labels is to just add a little bit of oil on the label and just let it sit there for a little while, and then it'll just peel right off. That is the secret. So we're going to take these jars and we're going to spray paint them. I'm using the brand Krylon. The color is Oxford Blue. And the best way to use this paint is to just go outside and use it because it smells really bad. So once I paint these, I'm going to use them for pencils. As you can see, I have here another jar that I spray painted in gold, and I use for pencils. But this one I'm going to use for like arts and crafts stuff. such as markers and scissors and that sort of thing. So let's get started. This is my first paint of coat on the jars that I use, but I'm actually going to change the colors because my son prefers that I do them in red and blue. And I'm actually going to just use acrylic paints over these because I already have them. This is the second coat of red paint, so I'm going to need one more coat of paint on here for the red because remember I had the blue underneath. And this is what the blue looks like, which has 2 coats of paint, which looks pretty good. So here are what the jars look like after I add a layer of Mod Podge. I used the gloss kind, so they came out nice and shiny. For the blue, again, I used 2 coats of paint, and for the red, I used 3 because I originally was going to just paint them a navy blue, but I changed my mind and I did them in just regular bright blue and bright red. And then after those done drying, I added Mod Podge to seal in the paint and make it nice and glossy. I enjoyed my video with the shoe organizer, which is very easy and fun to make. I also hope you enjoyed my magazine holder slash paperwork holder, which is also another easy fun craft to make. And then there's my jars. Also, I'll link below how to make your own organizer box, which is really easy to make, and it's also another way to repurpose a box. So I will link the video down below, and also the egg carton, what to do with your extra ribbons, was also an easy fun craft to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.